Hey guys, Donnie from You Will Be Offended here, and I just want to start this video off expressing my condolences to the lives lost, the families, the people who are injured, traumatized, everything like that over in New Zealand from that terrorist attack on the two mosques over there. This is something I completely condemn. I don't support, obviously, killing people for whatever reason. This guy obviously had some pretty fucked up reasons. He definitely it wasn't right in the head. He was all about white supremacy. He was talking about how he admired China, and part of his thing was to create this big divide here in the United States from his actions in New Zealand, which that's the reason I wanted to kind of get into this video. So like I said, let me start off with just expressing my condolences. May the dead rest in peace, and may the families of the grieving and the people involved on the wrong end of that there, I hope you get over this as soon as possible. I know you can never really get over this type of thing, but I'm not even really sure how to express anything to you about that. I've never gone through an experience like that myself, so I just know that I feel really bad, and if there was anything I could do, I would do it. Now to go on with this, what I want to talk about, this is, to me, like I said, it's absolutely terrible what he did. And in his little thing, what people are finding out is that part of his plan was to create this divide here in the United States with his actions, thinking that what he did would help to further race divide and the gun debate divide here in the United States, which is already a hot subject over here. And that's why I decided to make this, because I don't think that we need to let outside influences control our thoughts, our emotions, and things like that. And you have to understand, New Zealand, it's not very easy to get guns over there. It's not easy to, do things like that, apparently. And this guy obviously got some and went and did some bad things with it. So we know that here in the United States, it's very easy to pick up a gun. And I mean, even criminals can probably go down the street from me here in Oregon, and not at a legitimate store, but they can go to their buddy and purchase a weapon and never, nobody knows. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go with this, but I just wanted to state that we need to not divide ourselves. We need to stay strong together, stand strong together, and not let our emotions and things like that rule our decision making. We need to stay civil with each other, regardless of where we stand on this debate one way or another, where we stand on this situation one way or another. This is going to have farther consequences than even just us arguing amongst ourselves. I've already seen reports of ISIS wanting to get revenge. I've already seen reports of other groups wanting revenge. I've seen things on Twitter that are just... It's amazing that Twitter's not catching this shit fast enough. I mean, you have all kinds of Muslims on there speaking all kinds of hate and vileness and stuff like that, so that's pretty fucked up. But that's why I want to keep our country, no matter what religion you are, no matter what race you are, Muslim, Christian, Jew, atheist, the flying spaghetti monster, whatever the fuck you worship, don't let that get between you and being a good person. Don't let that get between you and helping those who have a different point of view or religion that need it. My brain's a little scattered. I've been just trying to read the news on this stuff this morning, and then at the same time I got to a point where it was overwhelming and I wanted to just put it down and stop thinking about it, but I can't stop thinking about it, and that's why I felt like I should make this. So yeah, it's terrible. I don't want to get into the whole gun debate and everything like that. I would say this, it's a sad thing. It's a fucked up thing, and we just need to be there. We need to be there for our Muslim brothers and sisters that are out there that are hurt by this. We need to be there for the people from New Zealand that are going to be affected by this. We need to be there for the people here around the world, or in our country and around the world, they're going to be affected by this. I mean, it's just, we can't let anger and hate rule our emotions and thoughts on this. We can't let being pissed off at this guy for what he did and his ideologies and stuff let us hate others around here. Now, if somebody has the same ideologies and thoughts as that guy, then obviously we should do something about that. I mean, not necessarily committing more violence or anything like that, but we need to let these people know that this isn't accepted, obviously. And I know there's a lot of people from the left, they're definitely saying we don't want to accept this, you know, and I agree with you guys. That's one of the biggest things I agree with the left on. We don't want to accept racism. We don't want to accept you know, evil in our country. We don't want to accept people hating each other in this country. But the thing is, people on the right feel the same way too, and we need to remember that all of us feel that way. Now, whether you believe it or not is up to you, but hopefully someday soon we can all realize that and come back together, just as the Beatles said, I guess. So anyway, I know I'm just kind of rambling here. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, so I'm gonna shut this down. Do as you will, just don't hate each other. Don't cause problems. Don't argue over something that you weren't involved with. Don't argue over something that this guy wanted us to argue about. That was part of his plan. He wanted us to get into it. He wanted us to hate each other and argue and just divide our country further. So let's not let that happen. Let's not let this man get his wish. Let's not let him get his way. Let's stand up to terrorism in every form, no matter whether it's a man running into a building with a gun, men running into a plane with a bomb, or people just yelling and screaming at each other. It's all terrorism to me. So let's just try to end it. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. Donnie here for You Will Be Offended. You guys have a great afternoon and stay safe.